to my cluttered garage. I'm really glad you're here. A place where we can laugh and talk and days are filled with cheer. The clouds and sun may come and go, but one thing's always clear. Welcome back, my friend. You know I'm really glad you're here. Yeah.
Welcome back, my friends. I am really glad you're here. I need to lose this picture in the background. Bear with me. I was so ready to do this so well, and I forgot to click off the picture. Anyway, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Give me a little shout out in the chat if you can hear me okay, and if everything is working well, because I don't have anything in the background here to test myself out. Was having some microphone troubles a few minutes ago. As always, last minute, things are always just stressful right at the end, right before going live. Anyway, good to see you. Checking out the comments here. I want to say hello to Caden, of course, who was here early on today, even before, I guess, when the live stream announcement was first published. So welcome to you, Caden. And then so many others are here. Ross is here. Brian, Manisto K, Vinny, how you doing, Vinny? David White, Mikey, another David. So many Davids we have, and MJA doing stuff. Hey, Jamie, how are you? I'm glad to hear Mitch is cooking dinner tonight. You can see that Jamie's here. Very nice, talking about your first car. That's what we're going to be talking about tonight, so that's great. Let me check out my notifications here in case someone's telling me. All right. I think we're good. All right. So, welcome, as I was saying before I got a little distracted, to the live stream. This is live stream number 53, January 31st, 2022, the last day of January. That means we're inching ever closer to springtime. I know it's a ways away, but it's coming, and it's we still have the whole month of February, which is oftentimes the most wintry of them all that I've seen. So I want to remind you that you can find me on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you for all the new Facebook followers and the Instagram followers as well. I've seen a lot more activity there, people jumping in, liking videos and comments and pictures, and it's another platform that's pretty fun. So thank you for joining in on Facebook and Instagram as well as YouTube. Some of you might be watching from Facebook right now as well as YouTube. And as I announced last week, also now on Twitch, for those of you who might be watching from Twitch. We got bombed last week by some Twitch members, bombed in a good way. The kids, sent their friends over to watch, and some of them are very interested. So anyway, if you're watching from Twitch, welcome. If you want to check out Twitch, I don't know much about it. I always thought it was just a gaming platform, but apparently you can stream different things on Twitch, and people are using it for that. So I created this username just jokingly. It's called Twactor Twitch. So if you're a Twitch member or if you check out Twitch, search for Twactor Twitch and you'll find me there. The reason I picked that, I was just joking around with somebody about the name, and when I was signing up for the account, I entered the name and it said, enter any name you want. Don't worry, you can change it later. So I thought, all right, well, I'll just establish the account and then I'll look at the settings and see what I can change. Once I established the account, I thought, all right, let me get serious about the name now. It said, you can change your username in 2 months. So I'm stuck with that name for 2 months. Maybe I'll keep it. It probably doesn't matter what it is, but I'd like to be able for people to search for my cluttered garage on Twitch. I don't know if they can find me by typing that unless they have to search for Twactor Twitch, which is fun to say. Hey, if you enjoyed the live stream tonight at any point, please give it a thumbs up from whatever platform you're watching from. I do appreciate that very much. And let's talk about tonight's show. I thought I'd do something a little bit different tonight. We talk about tractors. We talk about the different outdoors things. And someone had made a comment about about one of my early vehicles, and I thought, well, that'd be kind of neat to talk about what our first cars were. And I know that a lot of folks like to reminisce about your first love, your first vehicle. So I'm hoping that you'll share some comments. I see a lot actually already in there. We'll go through some of those comments and talk about that, which will be a lot of fun. And I did have some some viewers send in some photos, and we'll share some of those as well. Sorry I didn't think about this earlier. It would have been neat to be a week ahead of time so that last week on the live stream I could have announced this and asked you to send your pictures of your first car. But I have asked you to send other pictures, and I do have some of those to share as well. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see. Thanks for all the comments in the background here. Remember, as we get into the live stream, I'll be looking at the live chat a little bit more. Right now, I can't really look at all that. So there'll be a time when I'm really focused on the live chat. And if you do have a question, remember to post your question in this format that you see on the screen right here with the word question following your question, followed by your question. So thanks for doing that. It's a great format. It seems to work out pretty well. So otherwise, if you're chatting amongst yourselves, that is just plain old fun. So before we get to some viewer comments, I thought I'll fill in a little bit of time with some fun facts, as we've done in the past. I got away from that for a while, but I did a few last week, and it was kind of fun, hence the name Fun Facts. So I thought I'd say a few more tonight. Here's definitely a fun fact. Speaking of tomorrow being the first day of February, we now, today, only have 47 days until spring. That makes me very happy. It seems like a short time, doesn't it? 47 days? So bring it on. Today is, I don't know if this is national or international. I didn't do a lot of research on these fun facts, but today happens to be Backward Day. I didn't look up the history of that, but if you're celebrating Backward Day, congratulations to you. I should have done that and said today is Backward Day. That's the best I can do. I worked so hard to get my hat straight, and now it's going to be crooked. What else is it? This is interesting. It's Hell is Freezing Over Day. So I imagine some of you can believe that with some of the temperatures that you've experienced. But that's what today is. Appropriately, though, it's also National Hot Chocolate Day. I mean, if hell is freezing over, you might as well have a nice cup of hot chocolate to go with that. And it's Scotch Tape Day. Sponsored by 3M, right? 3M, remember that from one of our first live streams with John Ritter as our guest. John's out in Minnesota, and one of the trivia questions I asked John was, what does 3M stand for? Do you guys remember? 3M, the company? It's out in Minnesota. The headquarters stands for Minnesota Mining and Manufacturing. Those are the 3Ms. And hello to my good friend out there, 3M. You know who you are. When I talked about it before, I talked about another friend that I used to call her 3M, because she used her first name, her middle name, and her last name. They were all M's. So instead of using her full name, I would just call her 3M. Turns out I have another friend who also has 3 M's, and she thought I was talking about her, and she said, you never called me that. Anyway, how about that? Last one. This is not a fun fact, but I thought it was good information. There's a lot of things happening in January, and I picked one that I thought would be important to share. It's Thyroid Disease Awareness Month. Not really a fun fact, but I guess be aware of your thyroid. I'll share with you that I don't have a thyroid. My thyroid was removed in 2017. So no big deal, apparently. A lot of people take thyroid medicine, whether you have a thyroid or not. Anyway, get your regular checkups, get checked out, and be aware of your thyroid. Next month, in March, I'll be talking about Colorectal Awareness Month. All right. Let me look at some comments, because I don't want to bore you with fun facts. I hope you're having a good time. I wish I could I wish that I don't know what I wish, but I think it'd be fun, like if this was a live audience and I could actually get some feedback and know that you're out there and enjoying. But we have a lot of people on tonight, which is good. The numbers have been rising, and that tells me that you are possibly enjoying yourself. So I appreciate that. Lots of folks chiming in. I see some thyroid issues. That's true. It's very common to have issues with your thyroid. It affects your metabolism and some other things and whatnot. So, yes, John got the answer to 3M, Minnesota Mining and Manufacturing. He remembered that from our live stream. But very good to see you. I'm just scrolling back a little bit. Look at that. Woodster 300, -6 in southern New Hampshire this morning. So hell is freezing over there, right? What does that even mean? I mean, I know what it means, but like, why do we even have that? I don't know. Look at all these great first cars. Can't wait to talk about those. That is fun. You may have to repeat yourself in the comments, which is okay if you do that later on. So Chad, good to see you. Asking about the Fun Facts ticker. Yeah, that's just a something that's built into the platform here, but I don't always choose to use the ticker option. But anyway, good to see you, Chad. I hope things worked out. I haven't heard regarding that GoPro footage that you had. Chad had recorded quite a bit of video, and he posted on one of the YouTube creator forums that he had some problems with his new GoPro, that the footage was not found. And I hope you were able to recover that, because that's terrible when you spend a whole day shooting and then you come back and there's nothing there. So, looking through. All right. Caden, is it 75 where you are? Really? That's like perfect. It's actually, we had snow this weekend. We had like 6 inches, 8 inches of snow. And it's pretty cold today. I mean, I think it's down in the 20s now. And then Thursday is supposed to be like 56 degrees. So that's what's happening. How it happens. Let's see. By the way, we're going to do a sticker giveaway later. So if you're new to the live stream, stick around, because later on in the live stream, we wrap up by 8 o'clock. We'll be giving away double stickers tonight to one lucky winner. Double stickers. As soon as this camera focuses, you'll see what they are. Doesn't want to focus on them. Anyway, you'll have an opportunity to win some stickers tonight, which is fun. If you are new to the live stream, please tell us in the live chat so that we can welcome you. I'm welcoming you right now, but all the viewers in the live chat would like to welcome you as well. So if it is your first live stream, welcome. I am glad you're here. Okay. So this is going to be fun here. Now, you remember in the past live streams, I have requested that you share some pictures if you like. And sometimes people have sent some pictures. And this week I have a few to share with you. So the way that works, by the way, let me announce that first here. If you have photos of your tractor, your property, your pets, anything that you want to share, email them to me at contactmcgtv@gmail.com. And if I can, I will share them on the live stream, because I think people like to see what other folks are doing. Fun for you to see your own pictures. So anyway, email those to me or send them to me on Facebook Messenger, on the Facebook page, and I'll get them and see if I can share them. So I do have some to share with you tonight. And then I have some pictures of first cars to share with you as well, and some stories about my first cars as well. Let's get ready to look at some viewer pictures right after this snazzy intro. Okay, I could probably shorten that intro, right? I just thought I'd do something a little bit different, and have something kind of fun to go with. So tonight, first, let me show you some pictures that were sent in, and I'll lose this banner here about the pictures, but I want to share some pictures that were sent in that were fun. The first one here that I got is from our friend Ross over at Ross on the Land, who has a great YouTube channel, and he sent this picture. You may have seen it on his community tab page. I was going to say page, community tab, but this is a picture he likes very much. It's his BX23S. Is that right, Ross? I think it is. Nighttime shot, and I think it's a really nifty picture. Almost brochure quality, wouldn't you say? Great picture. So, thanks, Ross. Thanks for sharing that. And feel free in the live chat to, comment on these pictures. I'm sure the folks who sent them in would appreciate hearing your thoughts. YouTube user Richard Klump sent this picture of his tractor. I don't know the model or anything, but obviously it's a subcompact John Deere. He's got the shoes on the front of the bucket there. The name is slipping my mind there, the anti-skid, whatever. But anyway, nice looking setup for moving some snow, and looks like you've certainly had the opportunity. I like the light bar on the ROPS there too. So, and the side mirrors are handy. There are times that I'm using my tractor, often, if I'm going down a trail or down the road, and I think some mirrors would be pretty handy. They might get in the way sometimes, but other times I think they'd be pretty handy. And I have another one here. Oh, this is nice, from Chris over at the Watershed Overlook. We all know Chris, right? There's Chris's. I don't know if this is when it was new. I hope it wasn't when it was new, because it looks brand new. Chris's LX 2610. Very nice. Probably be my choice if I had not purchased the B2601. I would have probably went with that one because it's just a little bit bigger, a little bit more capacity on the hydraulics, and probably just an overall newer, improved machine. Thanks for sharing that, Chris. I know you're getting a lot of good use out of that. Chris sent a second picture as well. This one is not a tractor, but really artistic, really nice. I hope you enjoy this. This, I believe Chris shot this at the Overlook in a extended exposure mode. Very artistic, Chris. What a beautiful sky. Really nice. Really nice. Nice one there. Okay, looking at some comments here. Yes, that's good. And everybody's commenting on that. Jamie was on earlier from MJA Doing Stuff, because Mitch was cooking dinner. So Jamie was filling in on the presence here of the live chat. So I don't know if Jamie's still with us, or both Mitch and Jamie. Maybe you're both eating dinner. But if you remember, last time we had the open forum, Mitch jumped on and Jamie was in the background. In fact, I think they both jumped on together. But at one point, Jamie was in the background putting together a puzzle that she's been working on. So she sent me a picture of the puzzle. This is a SpongeBob puzzle she's working on. I mean, I forget how many thousands of pieces it is, but you can see how tiny those little pieces are. That's really impressive. I mean, they're teeny tiny pieces. I don't think you can even comprehend how difficult that must be. I'm a SpongeBob fan, though, so that's pretty fun. And then one more tractor picture from Jason over there at Hoosier Helpers. two tractors. He's got the Kubota, what is that, a G something mower, and then the BX. So you are ready to mow, my friend, it looks like. And then speaking of cold weather, Edward Barker sent this over. This was 3 years ago in Canada, where it was minus 47 Fahrenheit. But notice, no wind chill. Feels like minus 47. Whew. Talk about hell freezing over. Minus 47? Come on, that's so crazy. So let's take a look at some comments. See if thanks for the update there, Jason, about the mower. That was a G1800S. I was looking at some of those, the newer ones. The G2120. My wife would like a new mower. We've talked about a zero turn, but she likes a traditional tractor with a steering wheel. And those Kubotas look pretty nice. Pretty expensive though. So don't know, but good looking stuff. So yeah, right, James. Why is he posting in Fahrenheit if he's in Canada? That's for the rest of us to understand, because we don't comprehend that Celsius stuff and that goofy metric system that the rest of the world uses. We just don't get it. Funny though. And let's see. I like all the compliments that you're giving to one another. That's really nice. Edge Tamers, thank you. Gosh, I couldn't think of the name there on the bucket there. Edge Tamers. What would I call them? Skid shoes or something? Edge Tamers. Gosh, thank you. Thank you for that. Very nice. And sorry, just reading along. Some of these comments are pretty long, but they're not directed at me, so that's okay. That's okay. Remember, if you have a question or if you want to direct something at me, start at your comment with the word question, or sometimes comment if it's directed at me. That might help. Let me see if there's anything else here I wanted to share before we move on to the next segment of the evening. You might notice that my voice is a little bit raspy tonight. I had a sore throat all week last week. We actually had COVID in the house, and I never caught it. I tested myself twice and never contracted it. So holding up pretty well, and it's been over 10 days, or just about 10 days at this point. But anyway, I did have a sore throat, and mild, and a headache, also mild, but it was just there, and that generally they say that's like a telltale sign. That's why I tested myself. But anyway, the sore throat, as mild as it went away, but when it did, it took my voice with it. So it's been kind of weird. It sounded like I was going through puberty the other day. So now I have this raspier voice. Do you like it? I always joke when I get a cold, I get kind of a raspy voice, and I call it my Barry White. I got my Barry White going. Oh, I just kicked the camera. Did you see that? That's because it's on the other side of the desk there. I don't have to tell you everything I do I? Probably not. Yes. So yeah, we're going to talk about first cars tonight. That's why you're here, right? If you came here thinking the whole night was going to be talking about first cars, I'm sorry that I just wasted 25 minutes of your time talking about nonsense, but this is what we do. We get together. It's a great way to start out the week. We've got 80 plus viewers on here now, which is really fun. Anybody here from Twitch tonight? If you are, make a comment. I see mostly YouTube comments coming in. Maybe a few Facebook, but just wondering if that Twitch thing works. So First cars. You ready? Let's talk about this. I'm going to tell you about my first car, and then we'll go through and share a few from you, our viewers. Now, I've shared with you in the past that my first vehicle, and if you've watched the live streams in the past, you know I shared this with you before. My first vehicle that I loved was this go-kart. Look at that little kid there. He's like 12, 13 years old. Anyway, yes, that is me. And I loved that go-kart. I probably put 1,000 miles on that thing, just puttering around the yard. And you see it had the slick tires on it. I took white out, and I painted the Goodyear letters on the tires meticulously. And I painted that white wall on the front tires. And there's a little whip antenna on the back. Why? I don't know. I just thought it looked cool. And that seat is wrapped with a wool blanket, and that wool blanket was found. That wool blanket was found in my uncle's house, and he was in World War I. I think that blanket was from World War I, and I cut it up and I wrapped it around the seat and stapled it. But you know, it had moth holes in it too as well. Anyway, that's what that was. So that was my first what I consider my first vehicle, first four wheels. But I took that go-kart with the help of my brother-in-law, who was really good with engines and everything, and that was just a frame, so he helped me put the motor on it and everything. Later, I put big tires in the back, a bigger sprocket. I put a 10 horsepower motor on it, and this was the funny thing, first of all, it never had brakes, ever. I ran up under a parked vehicle one time, because it never had brakes. Had a solid live axle, so that really didn't turn very well, if you know how they work. No differential. Didn't turn very well. It did not have brakes. It also did not have a throttle cable. Initially, it was a nylon string tied to the butterfly of the carburetor, and you would take this nylon string and you would drape it over your shoulder and you would put it in your teeth like this. And when you would look to the left, you would accelerate. So that's how you drove the go-kart, by biting down and looking to the left. I'll pull the picture up again. If you look really closely, there's the nylon string that I had tied to the pedal. I finally got fancy, and I tied the nylon string from the carburetor to the pedal. So that was my throttle, nylon string. But the string in the teeth was the best thing. And no brakes. Crazy, right? That's fun. So anyway, then that was little Eddie at 12 years old or so. And then when he turned 16, he got his first truck. And this was a 1961 Jeep Willys Jeep pickup truck. And it cost $600. This was in like 1985 or so. $600. It had a 350 Chevy engine in it that somebody had converted over. Got it, and the engine was bad. So again, my brother-in-law, who's good with motors, we changed out the engine, put a different engine in it. Ironically, this truck also never had brakes. So got it running, never actually made it legally to the road. I used to drive it down the road, we'd get it going. It was slow, it was heavy, it was really not a good truck at all. It looked cool as anything, right? I mean, that thing looks awesome. But the master cylinder was no good, and brakes were no good, so never had brakes. And I was taking it down the road one time after getting it running, took it down the road, probably screaming at like 35 miles an hour because it was geared so low. Forgot to latch the hood down, and that hood flipped right up and didn't break anything. It bent the hood pretty bad, but it flipped right up, hit the windshield, didn't break the windshield. But I had no brakes, so I had to downshift looking out the window to stop. There's the story about the 1961 Willys pickup truck. Are you enjoying these stories? I hope you are. Then, before I even turned 17, which is when you get your driver's license here, I ended up trading that truck to someone, even trade for a 1979 Jeep CJ7. I thought I was in heaven, thinking this guy's amazing. He wants to give me this Jeep CJ7, even trade for this old pickup truck. So that was my next vehicle. There it is, 1979 Jeep CJ7. This is after I put a soft top on it because it came with a white hard top. In fact, here's the picture of it early on. Had a homemade white hard top on it. You can see there I was playing in the mud with the thing. But this too had a 350 Chevy conversion kit in it, and it also had a bad motor. Now here's the thing. Now if my other brother-in-law is watching right now, he'll be laughing because he remembers this story. This was like 40 years ago, and he'll never let me forget. So the guy comes up with this Jeep CJ7. He drives it into the yard, and he's like, here it is. I'm willing to trade you straight up for that Willys. So my other brother-in-law and I take it down the road. I still wasn't able to drive, didn't have a license yet. So he took it down the road. He said, oh, runs really well. He said the brakes feel funny, but otherwise, it's not too bad. So made the deal, said to the guy, sure, I'll take it, like thinking this is fantastic. The guy leaves, and then my other brother-in-law is there, and he says, did you check the oil? I'm like, oh, no. I mean, the guy drove it here. It can't be out of oil if he drove it here, right? So we checked the oil, and it was bone dry. There was nothing on the dipstick. We're like, that's weird. Put a quart in. Still nothing on the dipstick. Put another quart in. Nothing on the dipstick. Finally, the thing took like 4 quarts of oil. So we filled it up with oil, started it up. Within 2 minutes, you've heard the term smoke like a mosquito sprayer. That's exactly what it did. The engine was shot, and this thing just smoked like mad. So another project. Took an engine out of a 1974 Chevy Monte Carlo 350 and stuck it in the old CJ. And it was a project vehicle for sure. The brakes that felt funny, turned out that the guy that had it before, he wore the front brake, they were disc brakes. He wore them down so badly that instead of changing the discs and changing the brakes, he just took the master cylinder and he capped off the front brakes. So the brake line didn't have any front brakes. It only had rear brakes, and that's why they were really hard and didn't stop very well. He had no front brakes on the thing. Crazy. And that white hardtop, homemade. It was from a CJ5. He cut it, extended it, really butchered it up. So, again, I don't want to bore you with these stories, but kind of fun. Let's look at a few others here. I'm going to go backwards through the comments because there's so many, but seeing that James, well, let's go with John here. First car, 1989 Chevy Beretta GT. Second was a 95 Wrangler. Ah, Jeep guy, nice. Third Jeep Wrangler. Once you have a Jeep Wrangler, there's something about them. You kind of always want one. I bet you'd like to have another one, John, wouldn't you? I've had a couple, and just fun. That F-150 is only your 4th vehicle? Wow, I think I had 4 vehicles before I even got my driver's license. So Arnie had a 1967 Saab 96 with a Ford V4 engine. Interesting. Purchased in Sweden. Very cool. Yep, and Kevin, 1980 Dodge Omni Hunter Green. $8 to fill the tank. Yeah, that's true. Cheap gas and tiny tanks, right? What did it hold? 10 gallons probably. Not too much. James, 2006 Mustang GT convertible. Fancy. Man, you guys must be young. If my first vehicle was a 1961. Very nice. 16,000 kilometers. What's that? Oh, 99.50 miles. Thank you for that, because I don't know what a kilometer is. You know what? This is interesting to me. Sidebar, I hear a lot of you guys on YouTube in Canada talking about miles. Why is that? Do you go back and forth? But is it like speaking two languages, kilometers and miles? But I've heard a lot of people talking about miles. I think even GP talks about his concession road being a mile long. So maybe it's maybe you go back and forth. I don't know how that works. So yeah, Gary had a 1978 CJ5. That was a buggy for sure. I was never really the CJ5 to me was a little bit small. I mean, the CJ7 is small enough, but the 5s were even a shorter wheelbase. Same vehicle though, right? Just shorter. Then for a while they came out with that CJ8, which was the extended one. I wasn't too fond of that one. I don't know. I just like the good old Jeep look. So, Chris, that is funny and very much appreciated. My vehicle now does have brakes. I do have brakes on all my cars from that point forward. It was only the go-kart and the Jeep Willys, and then ironically the CJ7 only had rear brakes. So I had to work my way up to brakes. But that's very kind of you, and I really appreciate that. There we go. Twin Brooks was a 62 Nova with no floor. Isn't it amazing what we dealt with? It's funny because when I had that 79 Jeep CJ7, I got my driver's license in 85, 86. So that Jeep was pretty new. It seemed old, but it was pretty new. So what is that? Like 7 years old. I mean, our kids had old cars. I mean, they all started out with old beaters. That's just how it was. Interestingly, our girls each started out with manual shift, and to this day they prefer that. They learned on manual, and they're good at it. So, ITC, thank you so much as well. I'm sorry that I missed these super chats or super stickers, but thank you. I appreciate that very much, and I apologize for missing any of these if they have gone by unnoticed. So again, you're chatting with each other about your first cars. That's cool. Ross, first car was an 87 red Honda Civic hatchback. That is fancy. 87s. Wow. Those Civics, they go way back, don't they? That's a car that would probably still run today, honestly. J&J is asking a question. Do they make Honda tractors anymore? Well, they make Honda lawn tractors, right? Did they ever make a Honda full-size tractor? I'm not aware of that if they did. But I think Honda lawn tractors are still made. I don't know. All right, let me go back down here. I have some more pictures to share with you, if you would like that. Wait, John Baker, 85 Ford Ranger. My friend had a 80, I think the first year they came out, was 82 or 83, I don't know. They were neat little trucks, and they were little. I kind of miss having little trucks. Everything's gotten so big. Like you come out, the Tacoma is even pretty big today, and the new Ranger is bigger. The Chevy Colorado is bigger. I miss having those little trucks. I used to have well, I'll go through the list here, but I had a Datsun pickup truck. I'm going to show you that in just a minute. A Datsun pickup truck. I had a Chevy Love, which was an Isuzu. I had a Toyota. I don't know what the model was, but it was an older Toyota. I had that, and they were all little trucks that were fun. So, good stuff. Anyway, you want to see some more pictures? Why not? All right. So back to this Jeep, right? Or no, let me go back to the go-kart. I'm going to wrap this up soon, right? 7:40. We'll give away some stickers soon. The go-kart, I was wild on that thing, driving around in the yard. Our driveway at the house, which I still live here today, the driveway is raised up, a couple feet because the ground is low, and I found that if I hit the driveway crossways, I could actually get some air and jump over the driveway. So that was kind of my track with the go-kart, was to go around the back of the house, come around, hit the driveway, across, and jump over the driveway. And that was kind of the norm. So that was fun. So of course, when I got the Jeep CJ, had to try it, of course, with the Jeep. So here I am jumping that driveway. I know it's only 6 inches, but that was kind of fun, what we did with that. And then after that, that became a normal thing to jump vehicles across the driveway. How about I show you a little bit of that right now? You may have seen this in my shorts, one of my shorts videos, but here it is in full screen, and maybe I can do some commentary while this is happening. Let's see. Oh yeah, now see there is the 1974 Toyota pickup, and it in this picture it looks good, but what had happened? My brother was involved with an accident, and he was T-boned on the driver's side. Very lucky that he wasn't hurt worse than he was. And I was only like 19 or 20 years old at the time, because I had gotten this truck then. And anyway, he was involved with an accident, and I was not as sympathetic as I should have been, and I apologize, John, if you're watching that. But I was a kid, and anyway, let bygones be bygones. At any rate, he was T-boned on the driver's side. So this truck, there's no driver's door. So it looks good on the passenger side. The other side is completely smashed in. So the insurance company let me keep the truck. So we made a little farm vehicle out of it and played with it. So here we are playing with the Datsun pickup truck. And of course, jumping over that jump. There it is. So there's that. And then my friend came over, and he had a Volkswagen Bug, also like a 1974 or 75, I don't know. Now, this was his daily driver. He drove this to work every day. But he wanted to try it with his Volkswagen Bug, and who's to stop a guy from doing what he wants to do? So this was his daily driver. He did that several times, and he didn't care. Here's a kid. There's the driver's side, and that is me, if you didn't know. And that was the truck. It was a good little truck. Had no muffler on it at this point. And there we are, jumping some more. And then there was one jump. This was the last jump this truck ever made. It was a steeper part of the driveway. It never ran right after this. And you'll hear a little bit as it hits the ground and starts sputtering. This was the Toyota's, one of the last jumps. Nice. Oh, there's anything after this. Oh, nope, just replayed. Anyway, so there's that. Was that fun? Datsun. Did I say Toyota? I apologize. Thank you for correcting me on that. Datsun. Yes. All right. So, Datsun. I think I said Toyota. Apologies. So then when I graduated high school, I got a job in a machine shop, and I was making more money than I knew what to do with. It was a very fun time in the 80s. Took machine trades in high school. My teacher helped me get a job right after high school. So the day after high school graduation, I was starting 40 hours a week, making $8.79 an hour, which was pretty darn good in 1986. And doing pretty well. So in 1987, I actually ordered a brand new pickup truck, the only new vehicle I've ever owned in my entire life. From the GMC dealer, I ordered a brand new, fully loaded 1987 GMC pickup truck, 4-wheel drive, 350 V8, fuel injected, two-tone paint, balloon tires, and that is the truck. I don't have any other pictures, but I found this picture recently, and so I took a picture of the picture. But that was the truck, midnight blue, steel gray, red pinstripe, fully loaded, and it cost $15,000. And I did love that truck. I only kept it for about 3-4 years, and then that's when I started a video production business. And I sold that truck to a friend of mine, only 3 or 4 years old. Sold it to him so I could buy a $10,000 video camera. How crazy is that? So that's what I did. Sold the truck, bought a video camera, and ended up throwing the video camera away after 10 years. So talk about losing value. Anyway, the good thing is my friend who lives 10 miles away still has the truck today. He restores vehicles. He has an appreciation for vehicles, and he has maintained that truck. I got to drive it about 2 years ago. I stopped by and he had it out, and I got to take it for a ride down memory lane. So fun to know that I was the original owner. He's the second owner. Still has it. I know exactly where it is, and so fun that he has taken such good care of it and still has it. So that's fun. And yes, Ricky, it was quite a video camera. It was a professional camera. Bought it in 1992 or so. It was a new model of a camcorder. It was being marketed as a lightweight camcorder because it was only 22 pounds, and it was a beast. Yeah, imagine in 1992 paying $10,000 for a camera, where now you can pay, if you spend a couple thousand, you get something really beautiful. I also joke that my car's backup camera is better quality than what that $10,000 camera was back then. I get a better picture from my car's backup camera. So, how about a couple user pictures or viewer? Why do I keep saying user? Viewer pictures. Some of you sent some pictures. I appreciate that. Not too many because again, I didn't have a chance to really get this out there. But again, Jason from Who's Your Helpers, he sent this picture of his vehicle. I guess this was his first vehicle, a 1993 Chevy pickup truck, and he kept that for quite a while, and has, I think he said he has a 2007 now, but he was, I believe, going off to trade school in this picture or something like that. So pretty nice. 93. I had a 97, same that body style. They were good trucks as well. And then Chris over at the Watershed, his first vehicle. Look at this Porsche, first vehicle. Now, in the email, Chris explained this was not his first vehicle. This was the first vehicle that he earned, that he bought and paid for, and it's a 1966 Porsche. I think you said 912, if that's correct. Anyway, thanks for clarifying that, Chris, because you sent that, and I thought, first car was a Porsche? Come on. But first car that he worked for and bought himself. He drove some clunkers before that that belonged to the family. So, anyway. Caden, thank you for the super sticker. Unnecessary, but much appreciated. I do thank you for that. Okay, and thank you, Jace. That was he was on his way with that truck and that trailer to go work for Caterpillar. There he goes, leaving home with his truck and his trailer, probably all of his belongings, heading off to a new career at Caterpillar. Very nice. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Porsche? It's a Porsche. Yes, Porsche. I don't know why I was saying Porsche. I guess if I had one, I'd want to say it right. Thanks for that, Chad. What else do we have here? Let me see if I have any other pictures, and then we'll do a sticker giveaway. And let me know if you are enjoying this conversation tonight. I hope you are. If you are, remember to give a thumbs up if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. Click that little thumbs up. Very much appreciated. We've got about 80 people here watching tonight, which is fun. So I'm glad that you're all staying relatively entertained. You're either enjoying this or you're watching it saying, what's going on? What's this guy doing? We'll get back to talking about tractors and things in future videos, but I thought this would be a fun little diversion. Trying to think of something that we can all kind of relate to. So, do I have any other pictures from viewers here? Let me see. I don't think I do. I don't think so. But remember, for next week's show, if you have pictures that you'd like to be featured here on the live stream, send them to me at contactmcgtv@gmail.com or Facebook Messenger, and I will try to show them if we don't get too many. But they can be pictures of your tractors, of your property, of your pets, of your nature, anything you want that is obviously appropriate. But our judges will decide that. But thank you for sharing. Yeah. Oh, there's the reminder about the thumbs up. Thank you. I meant to pull that up earlier, but that's that. So let's give away some stickers, shall we? I think we should. Here they are. 2 stickers. You're going to win both of these stickers tonight, and they will be mailed to you. Why is that not going to focus? There we go. We're focused now. So you've got these are vinyl stickers, weather resistant. There's a color one and a monochromatic sticker as well. You'll get both. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to type in a word in the live chat. It's for live chat viewers only. Type in a word exactly the way that you see it on the screen. And then the comment picker will randomly pick a winner. If you have won these stickers in the past, please do not enter because we want to give everybody a chance to win. This is only for folks with addresses in the U.S. or Canada. So U.S. and Canada residents can enter to win if you have not won the stickers in the past. So that's about it, right? Let me see if I can call up the word, and then you're going to type it in the live chat, and we'll see who wins. Let's start this music going here. Hopefully that's playing and you can hear that okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to type in this word, #Jeep. Of course, that was my first real vehicle. Type in the word #Jeep. And we'll let the entries rack up here. Expecting to see about 40 entries tonight on this. And then we will pick a winner. So start typing in the live chat, #Jeep, for your chance to win both of these awesome stickers. I really do hope you're having fun tonight. I can't thank you enough for coming back here every Monday night. And it means a lot to me. And I hopefully brings a little bit of joy to your life and helps you start your week out with a little bit of nonsense. Excuse me. Look at that. 31 entries already. We're going to pull this trigger soon. Oh, I've got water right here. Should I turn the music up for a minute? All right. Lots of comments. No, it's not case sensitive, I don't believe. I think you can just type in the word #Jeep. I don't think it matters if it's capital J or all caps or no caps at all. I don't think it matters. I suppose I should have been talking with the volume down. I don't think it matters if it's uppercase or lowercase. So here's an example from John Baker, Jeep. There's Linda watching from Facebook, as we see the little logo there on Facebook. Ross being funny there, entered #sleep because he already won the sticker, so he knows he can't enter, so he's entering the wrong word. And TB all in lowercase. Again, I don't think it matters. So the hashtag matters, though. You have to type the hashtag. So thank you, Desert Jackal. Interactions with the viewers. I appreciate that, and that's what it's all about, really. It's just the interactions. And again, John's asking, does it have to be capitalized? I say no. I say it doesn't have to be capitalized. I'm sure of that. Trust me. Maybe somebody who did not capitalize it will win tonight and prove that theory correctly. That'd be fun. All right, so let's do this. Ready? Because the music ended. Where's the draw button? Ready? Let's see who wins tonight. Here we go. And the winner of tonight's sticker giveaway is none other than our friend Jalen Outdoors. Jalen Outdoors, congratulations for winning tonight's sticker giveaway. Hey, Jalen, here's what I need you to do for me. If that's your name, you're going to send me an email at contactmcgtv@gmail.com. I'll need your name and your mailing address, postal address, because these will come through the U.S. mail service. So send me an email, Jalen, contactmcgtv@gmail.com. Let me know that you won the stickers tonight with your proper name and mailing address, and I will get these out to you. So thanks so much for that. Congratulations to you on winning the stickers tonight. So, takes me a while sometimes to, find my way around and, I know how to do that. Here we go. There's lots of little buttons you have to push, and you're always looking around and whatnot. So look at all these comments. Like 524 comments at least have been posted tonight. That you guys are just on a roll with sending comments. And speaking of which, let's see if we have any to talk about before we wrap up for the night. Arnie saying another rigged sticker giveaway. That's because if you're new to the live stream, I don't want to say poor John Ritter, but our friend John Ritter has just not won the stickers yet and has really just been trying and trying. And one of these days, people are rooting for John Ritter to win the stickers, and he will. I mean, it has to happen, right? It has to happen. So anyway, it's not rigged. Believe me. I want John to win just as much as everybody else does. So I would like to tell you what we're going to talk about next week, but I don't know yet. Again, I have some guests that I've been talking to about joining us, and we're trying to coordinate schedules, so maybe we'll have a live stream guest next week. That's always a lot of fun when we can have somebody on camera with me and ask questions and learn about either their professions or if they are YouTube content creators, which normally they are. We talk about their YouTube channel and what they do there. But we've had some folks on who don't even have YouTube channels, like Jack the Arborist. Very interesting live stream when we talk to Jack. So we'll be bringing some folks on to talk about that. So we're going to wrap things up here. I am going to thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm looking for more screens here. Anyway, yeah. I hope you had I hope you had a good time tonight. I hope that I didn't bore you with those stories about my first vehicles. I'm glad to see all that you shared about your first vehicles in the chat. And remember to send some pictures and join me next week because we'll talk about something as equally compelling as we did tonight and possibly entertaining and whatnot. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great week. Stay healthy, stay happy, stay warm, stay safe, all that good stuff. And I look forward to seeing you next time.